today a little bit more what you were hoping for compared to yesterday? Or?
Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little shorter because we got 2 days or two practices today. But we got some work in, and we'll meet this afternoon and practice again tonight.
So this is not a unique to Arizona situation, but all across football, there's less tackling and less hitting in training camp. How do you balance that with becoming good at tackling?
Yeah, that's the big question. You got to work on it. I think there's been more unconventional methods to tackling. The rugby tackling is everybody's doing some of it. There's more equipment now. Like we have the big round kind of foam wheel that we use to tackle with. So, we're working on tackling every day wearing pads, but it's different than going live, and you just got to do enough to make sure they're ready to go without beating yourself up, and that's the fine line every coach is trying to find.
It's so hot out here, especially. What kind of things do you do to make sure that guys don't get hurt from that?
From what?
From heat.
We do. Trainers do a great job of hydration. We got water anytime and every time they want it. Right now, post-practice, they'll get in our new cold tubs and get their legs refreshed a little bit. And then we constantly remind them about hydration. Outside their meeting rooms, there's Powerade, there's drinks available, and our guys have done a good job of that. Part of it is our strength staff over the summer did a good job of them training them and reminding them how important staying hydrated is. Because here in the desert, it's hot, you're going to sweat, but you may not sweat as much as you were where it's high humidity, and you still got to hydrate.
Getting back to the tackling thing, how would you assess the quality of tackling by your defense last year?
I thought it was very poor, but I think it was poor for a lot of reasons. We had a lot of inexperienced guys playing, and sometimes they're not quite ready physically, and so sometimes tackling is a physical thing where you're just not as physically mature enough to tackle some of the guys we want to tackle. But there were games that we tackled pretty well, but the games we struggled in, we didn't tackle particularly well. But a lot of that had to do with inexperience, I
think. Is TJ still the fastest guy on the team, or maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah, I think there's a couple guys that will try to get on him, but he'll be the fastest guy again this year.
Was he close last year to breaking anything in the return game when you look back at it?
Well, on kickoff return, there was a couple times, and we've got to really do a good job of that because he is a guy that can take it the distance. He sticks his foot in the ground and goes, and there's nobody going to catch him.
Miguel Reveles is a guy that has a lot of connections in Southern California. How valuable has it been to have a guy like that on staff?
Yeah, Miguel's been good. He coached high school football there. He knows a lot of people in various parts of Southern California, but so do some of the other guys on my staff. Part of the deal in the hiring process was to get some guys with Southern California ties, and I think it's paying off in recruiting.
Could Tate help you in an all-purpose role this year?
Well, his only purpose right now is try to learn quarterback. He's not ready for all purpose. He's ready for one purpose right now, learn quarterback.
All right, so it's just quarterback only for him.
Yeah, 100%.
So obviously we know that when Gerhard DeBeer first started to play for you, he didn't know how to put on pads and all that stuff. But where is he at now as far as being a football player?
Yeah, he's playing multiple positions on the O-line. He understands our scheme. He's a smart guy, and obviously he's a fast learner. And he's built his body up to when maybe whatever he was, 240 pounds to where he's 310 or 15 now. So he's worked his tail off.
Are you glad he's here and not in, say, Rio?
Yeah. Well, he's a competitive guy, and I'm sure he'd want to be in the Olympics, but I'm tickled to death that he's practicing.
Have you or the team spent any time watching any of those?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I don't have much time, so I usually watch a little bit of highlights, and it's just phenomenal. I had an opportunity to meet Michael Phelps. He come one of the games when I was coaching at another school, and what a great guy, and just so competitive. You can learn so much from watching his competitiveness. It's kind of neat. But yeah, I'm a big sports fan, so watching the Olympics, it doesn't get much better than that.
Back to the quarterbacks, how's the competition between Brandon and Anu going?
Oh, it's going. Still going. Brandon makes some nice throws today. Anu has been pretty sharp. I think we're in a good spot right there, those two.
How much of a factor in that battle or in what you're looking for is the ability to make plays with your feet?
Some of it. I just who's playing the best, and I hope again it's two of them. But You know, I like to keep you guys. I like to keep answering questions every day about who's quarterback competition. That's why I'm not naming the starter, just so you guys can ask it every day, and I can give you the same response. That's kind of fun. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Overall, how do you feel about the offensive line? You have some turnovers.
It's okay. I don't know if we're as deep as I want to be. We got to try to find 8. 5 starters and a backup center, backup guard, backup tackle, and I'm not sure we're there right now, but they're working. Coach Mahalchek's doing a great job with them, and we get it's a work in progress. We still got to get some guys ready to go.
Do you hear much from your rookies in NFL camps, Will, Scooby?
No, I haven't. I haven't had time to pay attention. I wish I did. We're kind of open with the scouts. We got scouts coming to every practice, and so if they're a scout at a team, we got some guys. Some of our guys will ask about them, but I am curious about it. In particular, when the first couple cuts come in the next couple weeks, I hope our guys make it.